Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel, and here it is. It is Saturday, the 2nd of December. Can you believe it? I cannot believe this year is like almost gone. Anyway, so this is Saturday Happenings, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for hanging out. And if you've been around for a while, then you know that on Saturdays I kind of review what I did the previous week and what's coming up the next week. And I gotta say, yes, I did not have, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, by the way. We had a great time. There was such good food, and my daughter and her family came up. I had the grandkids here, my son-in-law here. Son came over. It was just a good time. And then some real good friends came over for pie afterwards. So it was a good day. But I have to say, I missed last week on Saturday because on Thanksgiving, our son-in-law was not feeling great. Like, he was like, I'm feeling a little bit funky. Well, I got to tell you, by the time they left on Saturday, I was not feeling great, and I was like out, down for the count for like 3 days. I never get sick, like never. Brian and I were just talking about the fact that neither one of us could ever remember the last time I was sick. And I'm going to tell you what, it got me. I was sick. So I'm sorry I missed last Saturday, but that just gives me more to talk about today. So I'm excited about what's my plans for coming up and the things that I've kind of started, which are cool. So on Thanksgiving week, prior to Thanksgiving, a couple of the things I did was I started my master baking, my mix Mondays. My Mix It Up Mondays started on the 20th. Super fun. I did the master baking mix, and I have to tell you, I had my whole kitchen set up like my counter looked like a grocery store. Like, I had tons of stuff. I had sugar, but I bought some regular flour because I generally use home ground flour when I make bread and things. So I bought flour so that I can make a lot of the mixes because I plan to go through them a lot quicker. And my homemade bread will always be, and a lot of my things like that I make outside of the mixes will always be with my home ground wheat. But I made so many mixes. I have to tell you, you can pre-make videos and schedule them out. So you guys, I have mix videos, and I still have a bunch of recipes to do. It's just fun, and I am loving using those mixes. But I have them clear through till March. So Mix It Up Mondays is going to be a thing for a while. And then, of course, my Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday, I'm always going to try to use the mix that I made the day before. So last week on the 20th, I did the Master Baking Mix. That's the one that you just have to have. Whether you do any other kind of mixes or not, you got to have the Master Baking Mix because it's like your Bisquick. It's like having that for all of the stuff. So I did that. And I made the cheese biscuits on Tuesday, and I love the cheese biscuits. Actually, I love the biscuits that you make with that, the recipe that's with that. Oh, and that's a thought. I have to remember to tell you something. I love that recipe, and I like adding the cheese. You can add any kind of cheese. You can mix it up. You could do all kinds of stuff. Because I think, in my opinion, the biscuits that are made with the homemade DIY master baking mix that I did are always better than your Bisquick biscuits. And they're like the homemade, like if you make them from scratch. Because basically you do. You're just putting together all your dry ingredients, and then you're using them from there. So I like that. And somebody was telling me, like, when you buy a box of a mix and it'll have a date on it, and really expiration dates are in a suggestion because the food inside does not know when it's not supposed to be good. So once the expiration date happens, it's really, in general, it's a quality thing. So you can start to lose the quality. Like a packaged box cake mix will over time lose its oomph and it won't rise. And people say that you can fix those, but I found that you really can't. But anyway, so the thing that's cool about making your own mix is you can look at each individual ingredients. You can see which one has the longest shelf life, and then you can consider that mix that you made that long. Whereas if you buy it already done at the store, you don't know what the shelf life of the ingredients was. So they're going to put, I don't know how they do it. They might do it that way. I don't know, but that was just kind of a logical thing that I thought. If you know the the shortest shelf life ingredient in there, then you'll know like how long it lasts. But in my opinion, they last a lot longer. And I did a video on that because the USDA actually talks about that food, we throw so much food away because it's got an expiration date that is not necessary. But anyway, that's beside the point. We talked about that. But the Master Baking Mix, one of my favorites. So much you can do with that. And after I do Mix It Up Monday and then a Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday, when I use those mixes at other times, I will do videos and put them on there as well so that you can see them consistently being used in other recipes when I do that. Okay, so I had chili in the Master Baking Mix cheese biscuits, delish. And then we had Thanksgiving, wonderful day, so super fun. I took 2 big plates of food up to Vi. She was supposed to come down, but sometimes she gets overwhelmed when there's a lot of people around because she's not used to it. So I took a bunch, my daughter and I went up and visited her, brought her a big bunch of food. And then we went up to Shore Acres and saw the lights. That was really pretty. But anyway, so then I was down for the count. But now, here's the deal. On Tuesday, or on Monday the 27th, I did the Master Cake Mix. I love that one because it's just like your base. It's like a cake base. Then you can make a chocolate cake, or you can make a yellow cake, or you can just make a regular white cake with it. And I like that because if you make the yellow cake, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do. You can add your different spices and turn it into a spice cake. You can do the basic cake mix and then add lemon. You can make like a lemon cake. You can just make so many cakes with that cake mix. And what I did on Tuesday, I realized it was not cooking for just the 2 of us because I made an entire chocolate cake. I had to make something that went somewhere. So I made the entire chocolate cake, and that was good. It was a good cake. And honestly, the frosting was my favorite. Like, I made the frosting from scratch, and there's just something different about homemade frosting versus the kind you buy in the little can. So good. Anyway, so I did that. So there was that. That was on Monday and Tuesday. And here we are at the 2nd of December. So we've already had the 1st of the month, which is crazy. And yesterday I did the video that we actually, the Shore Acres Christmas lights, I did a little short on that. We went, it's kind of our tradition. We go out and see that on Thanksgiving. That was actually done on Thanksgiving evening. After we do our Thanksgiving dinner, we go out to see the Shore Acre lights. And somebody asked where that is. That's a place called Shore Acre State Park. It's in Coos Bay, Oregon. It's along the coast. It's unbelievably beautiful. And they have like 300,000 or probably more now lights. And the little cottage that Santa Claus was in, that was actually the caretaker cottage from when this was an estate kind of thing. But in the summertime, I'll have to take you out there. There's an incredible rose garden. Mind-blowing. So cool. So I'll do that sometime. Anyway, so that's what happened going forward. That's what happened last week. So that's cool. Now, Monday, I have another video coming up. It's another Master Mix video. And like I said, I spent 2 days just making Master Mix videos. And I still have printed out, like, that reminds me, printed out like 6 more to do because it's just cool. And I love it when I open my cabinet and I'm like, Alfredo noodles. Yeah, I think I'll make that. So easy. And, hamburger. It's like Hamburger Helper, but it's called Ground Beef Helper. Like, I could just do that with tomato. Like, all of that stuff at the store, you got. And it's such a variety. It's just cool. Anyway, so I've got several more. But several of you asked me about the little laminated cards that I have on some of the jars. Some of them I just took the main recipe that you use. Like I did the cornmeal stuff. I'll probably mostly ever use that just to make the cornbread. And I know that if I'm making the cornbread, then I can take like hot dogs and put it in there and make corn dogs. Stuff like that. So I just put those on the jar. But the things like the Master Mix and the Master Caking Mix and the Master Muffin Mix, which is coming up, I made the little cards, and I am going to do a video later this week using Canva, the program I use. If you don't have it, there's a free version of it. It's called Canva. That's the program I use. So I will use that and show you how I made those little cards for my mixes, because they're handy, super handy. Anyway, so I'll do that. So I have a video coming up, and actually on my cabinet, I'm feeling good, so I want to make videos now. It's kind of a fun thing. I'll tell you what, I don't even know why people start YouTube channels a lot, but I just love it. I have such a good time. So when I'm on the mood, like when my head is like, I'm going to do this, my counter gets covered, and I'm busy all day, and right now, I have like 3 things I'm going to make with Master Mixes, because it's just good. And I got to make the little sausage balls. You know, I got them because I was going to make them as an appetizer and I didn't do it. You know the little sausage balls? I'm going to do a video on that. You'll see. They're good. I made those. We used to make those years ago. My daughter says it's her like go-to potluck thing. Anyway, so I'm going to make those. I got a video for that coming up. But I am going to do, on Monday, there's another Master Mix video. Tuesday, I've already got the stuff out there. This one I didn't do ahead. I'm going to make with the mix from Monday. I can't tell you or you'll know. And then Dipcember is coming up on the 7th. I've got a dip in that collaboration, and that's fun. So there's a great collaboration there, and when you see that video, there's actually doing giveaways, which is super cool. I like it when they do a giveaway from companies, like companies do that. And then that's it for this week, really, that I have planned, but that doesn't mean that more isn't going to happen. And in a little while, I'm actually heading to the mall. A friend of mine is in nursing school, and they graduate this summer, and they're doing fundraisers to raise money for their graduation party. And today, they're doing a gift wrapping booth in the mall, and I'm going to go help wrap gifts. So this sounds like fun. I think it's going to be great. But I love to do stuff like that. It's fun. So that's what's happening today, and then I'm going to come home and do a couple videos for upcoming videos, just because it's fun. And then I have made a commitment to myself to do more, just more like shorty kind of fun things, just because. So that's what I made a commitment of for myself. Sometimes that works. Sometimes you get sick and you can't do it, which I hate that. That was the worst, like 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, it was just not good. I hate that. But anyway, so there's that. And then I've got some other mixes that I want to do, but they'll be posted in the future. But I'm kind of digging that. And then I've got to do my cards video for you. And that, I feel like, is it for me for this week. And I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And I hope you're like in the holiday mood. We are going to visit our daughter and her family for the holidays, so I'm not going to do like a big tree. We don't really do a tree. It's just Brian and I, so I don't do a lot of decoration. But for some reason, this year, I am like into it. I did my porch for Thanksgiving. Now I've got to go take all those decorations down, and I need to, back by our back door, do the decorations for Christmas. Even though it's just usually me and Brian that come in and out, you know, our son comes over. It's not like we have a very busy house anymore, and so, but I still like it. And this year, I'm into it. I am into Christmas. And I did, oh, hang on, I got to show you something. Okay, sorry, I had to go get it. So I showed you guys, there was that video that I did, because I'm starting the whole sublimation thing. That's such a fun hobby. And I'm making Christmas gifts this year. But I got to show you. So I was testing my printer out, and look, of course, this is probably backwards for you, I don't know, but it says my favorite color is Christmas lights. I made this. Isn't that the cutest tumbler? It's one of, they call them skinny tumblers, or 20 ounces. This is my December tumbler. This is what I'm going to carry around. But I got to show you. My little friend that's graduating from nursing school, she already had an interview. You know, they're always looking for, I went and got the box. I made this for her yesterday because she was so excited. She let me know that she had an interview at the hospital. She got the job. So excited. So I made this for her. I just whipped downstairs last night and made this for her. So see how it's the tumbler, and then it has like all of that, and then it says nurse on it. See there? And see, isn't that the cutest thing? So I'm going to give her that today when I go wrap gifts with her, because she's going to be so excited. But I will do some of these videos because they're cool. I am loving that. And I have all kinds of I ordered a whole bunch of different blanks. I'm going to make magnets. You can do, I'm going to give her this. Congratulations for her graduating. Super smart too, like top of her class. So I told her, she told me what what place in the hospital she got a job. It's good. It's like where you just go if you're like in the hospital. She wants to go to ICU though. She's a smart cookie. But I told her good, because now I know where I want them to put me if I ever go in the hospital, because I know she will be a nurse there. Smart gal. Anyway, so I made her this. Congratulations. But I've got magnets I'm going to make, car coasters, air fresheners for your car. What else? Puzzles. I think I showed you guys those. So I'm going to do some crafty things, and I'm going to try to gear, and this is not a guarantee, but it just in my mind to help my year. I want to be more focused, right? So I kind of did it because I have all those Mix It Up Mondays already done, and I've been doing the Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday always, unless there's a collaboration. Mondays is like a Mix It Mondays. Tuesdays is like a Pantry Cooking for Two Tuesday. And then I'm thinking to try to show a crafty thing on Wednesdays. There's that. And then Friday's open for whatever. And then then Thursday's open for whatever. And then Friday, I don't know. Maybe I'll either do a weekly vlog or just a short of my week or something. And I know that's a lot, maybe like 4 videos a week. Some people only do like 1 video a week or 2 videos. I have to do the Monday and Tuesday. But I don't know. I'm just enjoying doing it. So that's kind of what I'm going into the new year doing. And that's going to be fun. But I love this cup. Look at it. Isn't it cute? See how the colors, well, see, this was, I did one and the red wasn't good. It kind of looked brown. So I went down and spent about an hour last night looking on YouTube on how, YouTube University, on how to set your printer so that the colors are better. But I just love this one. I love it. The other one I had has like candy canes all over it, and it looked like candy cane stuff, but it was like a brown, not a real red. So I had to redo this. Anyway, there's that coming up. So, okay, that's it for me for this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful week next week. I'm excited about my week because I feel good, and I'm going into it with a plan for some more videos. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.